Hello everyone and welcome back to the Sedona International Film Festival. I'm Carol Kahn. We are coming to you live from Sedona Rouge Hotel and Spa right here in Sedona, and Sedona Rouge is one of our sponsors along with Broadcast Rentals and Sedona Advertising Agency. We'd like to thank our sponsors for participating in this year's festival. And right now, I have two filmmakers here with a delightful film. I'd like for you to introduce yourself and your film, please.
I'm Joe Chvala, director of COOKAPHONY.
And I'm Steve Campbell, and I'm the DP for COOKAPHONY.
Okay, so before we even talk about this, because this is an amazing film, I want to show the clip in a second, but I want to ask, just give us a brief synopsis of what the film is about.
Well, the film is, there's a guy who's running away from someone, and he decides to hide in a kitchen, and when he gets to the kitchen, he doesn't know how to cook. He poses as a chef. Doesn't know how to cook, so he starts beating on pots and pans, and he eventually creates a cacophony that eventually creates a feast for the wedding party that's waiting to be fed. So that's kind of the whole idea, right?
It's a big dance number.
Yeah. Okay, all right,
dance
so we're
dance and percussion.
We are going to dance our way to see the clip. So great. It was so cleverly done. So how did this whole idea come together?
Well, the cacophony is based on a stage piece that I did. We did a piece called French Twist about 2008, 12 years ago, I guess, at the Guthrie Theater in Minneapolis. And it was a part of that piece. And there were a lot of different sections of that and other things that I really liked and thought these would make really great sort of Chaplin-esque escapades and if we filmed them. And Steve and I had worked for years on film work for the stage versions of things I did. So we thought, well, why don't we just make a film and get that out there? So, because theater just kind of the minute it's over, it's over. So so we started with this one. We're working on 6 more that we've done about. We've filmed about material for about 4 of them. So this is the first one, and anyway, it just seemed to be a good one to start with because it's just a lot of fun.
So all the rest of them are the same theme?
Different things. Like one of them happens in a haunted house. It's full of vampires, and it's all based on creepy Victorian counting rhymes and nonsense rhymes, and so everything has a different kind of element of percussion or percussive dance.
There's a tap dance battle that takes place on the rocks under the shore of the Split Rock Lighthouse, which is in northern Minnesota as
North
well.
Shore of Superior. It's a little bit of an ode to Minnesota and all the beautiful places there too. Yeah. And
how did you actually choreograph the symphony to this?
Well, I made up the story. The bald chef, the one who's running away, he composed the percussive music, and so I told him, "Here's the story. Come up with a bunch of different uses of pots and pans," and he came up with about 4 different things, and then I put it together into the story and choreographed the dance part around it, and that's how it got started. And like I said, we did it on stage first, and then had to come up with how to translate it into film.
And Peter, who's the master percussionist that plays the fake chef, the phony chef, actually is so tight about the way things have to be done that each of those, he went to multiple stores to try to find the right pitch for the measuring cups that are used in it, for instance, which is a little bit of that was in that trailer. So
that was amazing. I mean, kind of reminded me a little bit about Blue Man Group. I mean, it was just the way that they do everything. But I mean, didn't you have coffee beans in a pan or something like that?
Yeah, I think they're black-eyed peas.
Black-eyed peas.
Oh, it looked like coffee beans.
Yep.
I'm sure it would have a different sound to it.
They do actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And a different weight because going back and forth, you have to be really careful about how you pour them and everything. So.
So how many takes did it take to actually do this?
Well, a lot, but we filmed it all, and we filmed the whole kitchen sequence in one day. We were in an artist foundry at St. Olaf College in Northfield, and I rented a bunch of props from the Guthrie to dress it up and make it look more like a kitchen, a sort of whimsical kitchen. And but the foundry itself was really dank and sort of odd looking and industrial.
And not a lot of space to film from, by the way.
Yeah,
It
it was
pretty tight quarters.
pretty tight because we wanted to use the whole space, and so Steve was kind of back against the wall. Yeah, so it took us. I think it was a 16-hour day from the time we left Minneapolis with a truck packed till we got back. Yeah.
Right. And
About 10 hours of shooting, actually, but pretty solid 10 hours.
Awesome. And then you were also a dancer.
Yes.
So did you choreograph all of
Yes,
this as well?
yes. Yeah. This is, like I say, it's a piece that I created I have a percussive dance company called the Flying Foot Forum in Minneapolis. We've been around for 30 years now. And so the other pieces are all pieces that I've created in the past for the theater, and now we're putting them on film. So.
That's awesome. And has the film been shown yet here in Sedona?
No. It's tomorrow is the first show.
10:30 in the morning.
10:30 in the morning.
On Wednesday. Yeah.
And Saturday afternoon at 1:15, I think.
Okay. And is this your first time in Sedona, or have you been here
Yes.
before? It's the first time.
I just got here last night at 6 o'clock. It's wonderful.
I've been here been through here a couple times. We've been up in the hills. My parents used to snowbird down in Mesa, so it was great to come back. Though my wife is actually here too, who has been dancing with Joe for nearly that entire time. So.
Wow, well, welcome, you guys. I can't wait to hear audience reaction to what you just put
Us
together.
too.
Really.
We've seen a number of films, and I've talked to. This is such a great festival. I have to say that. So I'd like to, thank everybody that's been involved with this, because my experience here has been fantastic. From everybody in the service side of stuff to people that are involved in the committees. It's been really great, and. I've seen a lot of films since I've been here. I haven't really seen anything quite like what we've done, so it'll be interesting to see what the reaction is.
Do you have any favorites of films that you've already seen?
I saw Making Waves, which is the Art of Cinematic Sound today, and I was blown away. And I have two sons that are actually both involved in the music side. One is on the business side, and the other one is right now is studying recording arts in Denver at CU Denver. And I couldn't wait to buy it, which I did, and sent him the link, and I'm like, you have to watch this because it's right up your alley. I almost cried at the end because it's great to see the sound people get recognition for what they do, and sound is so critical, especially for what we're trying to do.
Absolutely.
And I thought it was a great thing to see in order to how to go forward as we start to do more of these little pieces, because that it was beautiful.
Well, and your piece was just as beautiful. So how could people find out about it?
www.flyingfootforum.com, and also our Facebook site, Flying Foot Forum Facebook site. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. Can't
Thanks so
wait
much.
to hear. Yeah, I can't wait to hear all about it, more from you guys.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you. And social media, following us on social media, it's hashtag Sedona Film Fest 2020 and hashtag Sedona Film Fest 26. We'll be back with more filmmakers after this.